Hello, we're going to do a couch healing today with various tools that I've got around here. So just imagine that your head is resting on a pillow here. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Take in a breath and then breathe out, relaxing your body. Another breath in, breathing out, relaxing the body. And then a final breath in, breathing out, relaxing the body still further. Checking for any tension and releasing that tension. Okay, so first of all we are going to ground you. I'm just going to run this jade dragon puzzle ball over your body and down past your throat, heart, solar, sacral and base, all the way down to your feet. And then we're just going to use some feathers now, and we're just going to start brushing your aura. So thinking of anything that you wish to get rid of, physically, mentally, or emotionally. Clearing it out. Ready to bring new energy in. Feeling how gentle these are upon you. And these have been infused with angelic energy. Okay, bringing peace, healing and tranquility. And then we're just going to run some selenite down you to cut any cords, any ties not of the Creator's desire. So any bad habits, any thought patterns of self-sabotage, any strange glues that we have with people that are not healthy for us. Just going to run it down your sides, under your feet, up the other side. And then I'm going to go underneath you. Okay. And I'm going to give you 2 pieces of rose quartz to hold. So you can grasp them now if you wish. We'll put those about where your hands would be. We're just gonna put some chakra stones on you to absorb any negative energies. Just gonna place a piece of red jasper at your root. And then a piece of atlas jasper at your sacral. A piece of orange calcite at your solar plexus. piece of green moonstone at your heart. A piece of blue calcite at your throat. And a piece of lapis lazuli at your third eye. And a piece of apophyllite above your crown. Okay. So we're just going to ground in your mind, just grow roots down from you through the couch and into the ground below you. Downwards and downwards and downwards. They spread into the earth, beautiful golden roots. And then, as we've used angelic feathers, we're just going to ask the angels to encase you in their loving folds within their wings, like a mother swan encases her cygnets. Place a hand upon your shoulder, which is here, and I'm going to just draw the master symbol Daikumyo. 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 And print that and push that down into your aura. We're also going to draw the distance healing symbol, but let me just draw the Daikumyo into you at the screen. Pushing that Daikumyo, Daikumyo, and Daikumyo into you. Now I will draw the distance healing symbol, the Honsha Tse Sho. Honsha Tse Sho. Honsha Tse Sho. And this will help in events in your life that have happened, or for healing to happen in the future, but it will also travel down any karmic timelines that you've had. So I'm just going to draw that into the screen now. Honsha Tse Sho. Honsha Tse Sho. Honsha Tse Sho. Okay. And we'll use the Seihei keys and the Chakra rays as we go through. Okay. So again, just feeling down your aura. You know where you've got lumps and bumps, aches or whatever. So when I get to that part of the body that you know you've got an issue with, you can ask for it to be removed. And whether I draw the symbol there or not, because you are setting the intention, it will happen. And I say the word will happen because we have to do positive thinking and intention. This is what helps chi to go where it is needed. Okay, so let's start at the crown. Okay, so just clearing from the crown any dustiness, any doubts from your guides. Clearing away and sending energy, and these stones will absorb any of the negative energy or the stagnant energy, but they will also activate it. Breathe out. Okay, so I'm working quite far out in the aura here. So I'm guessing we're possibly working on when you were a child and you had crazy dreams that you felt were real, or you saw, past grandmothers or whatever, and you were told, oh, don't be silly, that's a dream. So we're just going to clear that. I'm going to draw 2 chakra rays, especially if you are trying to work on your psychic development. Okay. And this is where you get your messages from the Creator, from your guides. And apophyllite helps clear confusion. So just hold that over. I'm still sending Reiki out of my flat hand. And it's a little bit different because I have to work at the screen, but I also have to work down the body. Okay, so I'm going to just send a hand there and breathe out, and just imagine the dust has been brushed off, and now those light codes and those messages can flood into you from your angels, from your guides, also your intuition, your higher self. Okay. And now we move down to the 3rd eye. Oh, first of all, I'm going to just draw a chakra ray in there and a chakra ray into your crown as you watch, just to help that energy center spin and work as it should. Okay, down to the 3rd eye, and I really am going to draw the Seihei key straight into this. Pushing that Seihei key, so clearing anything that no longer serves you, all of that confusion, that doubt, anxiety, worry, all of those things we absorb all day that we look at that we don't really need. You know, we're bombarded with adverts, we're bombarded with other people's problems. We're bombarded with perhaps office arguments if you're in the office politics, family upheaval, anything that is worrying you. I'm just going to reach underneath and clear underneath you. And I'm just going to reach around the back as you sit and watch, pulling out of the back, okay? I am being told just to pick up the amethyst and just to clear. Just let that work also around the temples if you get headaches. Okay, I'm just going to work over the back of you. And this is another energy center that needs to be reactivated because you were told not to be so silly, or you must have imagined it, but also so that you can retain information and do your work diligently. So, sending energy back in. And drawing the chakra. Okay, so now we're going to move down to the throat. One of my main problem areas. Just get a drink of water, as you can hear me going a little bit hoarse as we start to move to that area. So I know that you guys also have issues there. Okay. So again, that's Reiki. And I'm just going to draw that chakra in to amplify it. Okay. Clearing anything left unsaid, any time you were thwarted in what your opinion was, any time you shouted at someone. Because when you shout at someone, unless it was called for, because most of the time it's not called for, is it? When you shout and hurt someone, you only hurt yourself as well. Okay. Let's just clear that. Any karmic debt as well, because this is one of those past life centres and future life centres. But you've heard me say all this before. Sometimes I might give you a new bit of information, but I just rattle on, mainly repeating. Okay. So just holding that at your throat. And just breathe in that gentle blue calcite colour. It's kind of a slaty blue, isn't it? Okay. So I'm just going to hold the vibration there a little bit. And then we'll chakra it. Okay. Moving down to the heart center now. And this will definitely need a clearance, so a chakra, a Reiki and a chakra to amplify it. Reiki and chakra. Okay. Clear. Any heartache, any hurt. Any grief. But grief is important to go through. But if it's just going on too long, we'll clear that. And they do say that if we grieve excessively and we do not let people go, or pets for that matter, they don't want to leave us, and so you stop their ascension, if you like. Okay. So I'd like you just to imagine chakras like slices of citrus fruit. So the Hindus say that it is wheels within a wheel. So I imagine a citrus fruit, and some of those segments are clogged up and some of them are clear. So we're just going to clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay. And I'm going to actually point to the end of this and spiral beautiful, gentle green moonstone into your heart. Also sending the Reiki rays in of white light to illuminate all of those dark recesses, and then we just brush that. Breathe out for me. Okay, we put that back to carry on, and I'm just going to grab a beautiful, gentle piece of angel aura quartz. I'm going to place that just above it to help. Okay, and then we draw in chakra rays to activate. Okay. Now down at the solar plexus, clearing it a little bit. Drawing that Reiki. And again, push that in. Okay. Okay, let's just clear again. Let's imagine that citrus fruit. And I'm going to draw the darkness out of number 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just reaching behind you now. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then back we go to 12. Okay. Holding that energy there. Set it with the chakra ray. Holding it down here at your body level. And setting it with the chakra ray. Okay. So I'm just going to check your hips before. Okay, so I'm bouncing energy between it. It's a little bit faint and jittery. So again, we will clear. And I'm actually feeling that I want to pick up a shell for this. So I'm going to pick up two cowrie shells. Okay. So I'm down at the area about 3 fingers width below your belly button, so just here. And we're just going to clear. Feel that pulling out ever so slowly into the cavity of these shells. This is another emotional center, and it's a water-based center. And emotions are water-based. If you have any polyps or any issues around the ovaries and the womb, but also any sexual tension and hip ache. Yeah, they're getting heavier. Let's do a little bit more. let's actually do this up near you. So I'm going to place this stone on the couch where you can't see it, but I'm going to just pull, just give any of that hip ache, that lower back ache to the shells. Breathe out. Yeah, really heavy now. Let's pop them just down there. Okay. Okay, so we're going to spiral energy in. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Imagine that orange segment this time. And now I'm just sending the colour of a sunset into number 12 of the segments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, grounding it in. This is a very grounding stone from the Atlas Mountains. Beautiful colours of the earth there. Okay. And I'm going to draw the chakra in. And the chakra in. Okay. Now, for the root. So if you've got a slow digestion, if you're unsure about where you live or your job, we'll just clear that now. Let them fall away. Any leg issues as well. The root chakra, the Muladhara, governs the legs and feet too. Okay, so I'm going to hold up this lovely piece of red jasmine, nicer side to show you. There we are. Let's clear it. Okay, I need to draw the Seihei key in you. So clearing those worries, aiding in your digestion. But don't just think that you can just have a healing and still eat badly. You know, you've got to make these changes in your life. So you need to be proactive rather than passive. Now, my issue is sugar. And it has come back to bite me on the bum because I've got to have all my top teeth taken out. And smoking was another thing. Smoking has caught up with me in a way that it has receded my gums. So make the changes for yourself. You know, if you're not happy at work, not the odd day, but constantly, start looking for another job, you know. You've got to be proactive and make these changes yourself. Don't just say, oh, please give me this, you know. Go and find it for yourself. The old Victorian saying, God helps those who help themselves, is very right sometimes. Not always, but it is. It helps. You know, If you're looking for a relationship, get out there and look. Don't just sit at home and expect someone to come and find you. I know it's a different thing these days with apps, but you've got to make the changes yourself. You ultimately are responsible for your own life. And God, Brahma energy, whatever your great spirit, loves you, whatever you do. There is always forgiveness, even if humans can't forgive you. But most of all, you need to forgive yourself. Okay, breathe out. Okay, so let's bring some more angelic energy in towards you. I know everyone seems to like these feathers, and I love wafting them. Bringing these positive changes that you are going to make for whatever you know that you need to in. And then finally, we will seal everything in with this selenite, bringing it up the body, sealing it in over the back of your head. Okay. So I'm just going to hold on to your feet, and I want you just to reground, whether you grow those roots out of your feet and into the ground, or whether you grow it out of the underneath of you. Okay. So I hope that has helped, and I will see you next time. Now make sure you get a drink of water to disperse the Reiki evenly throughout your body and your aura. Bye bye now.